Hey, welcome back to the Wildings Landing. Sorry about my tire arm taking up the screen there. That's probably going to happen more than once. I had mentioned in a previous video, just very briefly, about a little side hustle that I got going, and that's selling plants. And I'm selling plants to help pay for some medical expenses that I've got. Nothing overly alarming. Cheap Dollar Tree solo cups here. Nothing overly alarming, just something that I've been dealing with since, well, a long time. I have a detached pelvis and misdiagnosed for too many years. Now it is an inoperable situation. I was told in August of 2017 that by December of 2017 I wouldn't be able to walk because it had gotten that bad. Well, here we are in 2022, almost 2023. Better part of 2022 is gone. And I'm standing up. I'm walking. There are days that pain is real bad, and I don't do much other than sit on ice and things. But anyway, I wanted to give that a brief explanation. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because I don't let it really rule my life the way some doctors thought that it would. By the way, those are not my doctors anymore. But I do need to pay for my chiropractic treatments and my medication and things like that. So, this is a little side hustle. I am selling seedlings of garden vegetables for, seed starting in itself is its own skill set. And too many people, in my opinion, go to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever and buy plants that just aren't even suited for our area. They're not, they ship the same Beefmaster or whatever type of tomato to every store they have. So being able to provide local seedlings of varieties that do well in the area has done really well. And if you've known me for a long time, you know that I used to have a home-based nursery that we specialized then in landscape plantings. Very much did the very same thing I'm doing right now, but with landscapes and tropicals and things like that. But in the changing times, people seeing it more important to grow their own food, provide for themselves, not depend on the supply chains, not depend on the grocery stores. I have learned there's a big demand for people starting edible plants. I have built a small community of people. Some that, one in particular, Sean McBride, well, not just Sean, because Marianne is just as knowledgeable, but that Sean deals with installing edible landscapes, creating those spaces for people locally. And Marianne has a beautiful food forest that I have toured, and I've been doing it. She sells plants and I sell plants. And she asked me a week or so ago, hey, let's set aside a day and collaborate on this. As we don't really sell the same things. I sell more of an annual. She sells more perennials. We trade off. We are friends. And so I am preparing my little side hustle We are having a big plant sale next Wednesday, September, I think it's the 21st, at Indian Riverside Park in Jensen Beach. If you're local, we want to see you. We'll be there from 9 to noon. And I am getting some things ready. I currently have tomatoes, cucumbers, loofah, 1 or 2 spaghetti squash, cranberry hibiscus, lemongrass, shampoo ginger. Trying to think of what else I have sitting over there. Ready to go. And I've got some seeds out. I'm trying to get some things started. Because again, I'm not trying to sell mature plants. I'm selling more annuals. Although the cranberry hibiscus, lemongrass, things like that are perennial. They're things that Marianne does not have. We try hard not to compete with each other. And this is some lacinato kale that I'm putting in. And I don't have a price on my planting. I do it on a donation basis. And I'm very honest with, I don't talk about my condition, but I do tell people that it is for medical expenses, and donate what you will. That's a little side hustle I'm doing these days. And I don't plant to the point of cutting ourselves short by any means. This is some lacinato kale. Does real well in our heat and our conditions. And I use these cups to conserve my own small pots. I was at first using my own small pots until I realized I was running out of them, and I don't want to do that. So I am labeling and getting some things ready. I'm sure that most of these will have at least sprouted. I know I just spelled lacinato completely wrong. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to set that tag aside. It's going to make me look kind of like an idiot. Anyway. Lacinato kale is also, I believe, called dinosaur kale and some other names for it, but most of these seeds, not all of them, some of them are just store-bought kale, or store-bought seed, but came from, of course, Haas Tools. So I do expect a quick germination on them. Always get a nice germination from Haas. Sorry, I can't write and talk at the same time. I'm not that talented. I'm doing these tags. And our tags are just made up of old jugs. I did a video on this a long time ago. But we have a kitty, and he does use a cat box. And the litter containers I cut up and use for a lot of things. Mainly watering jugs and plant tags. So, if you're looking for a little side hustle in these harder economic times, selling your seedlings would be maybe a way to go for you. You can help direct people on what to plant when and share your knowledge a little bit. I'm finding that people greatly appreciate that, and it gives me a chance to meet firsthand some of my subscribers, because I was kind of surprised at how many people, and we advertise on an app called Nextdoor. Marianne might be advertising on Facebook too, but I'm not on Facebook. And it's amazing how many people reach out to me on Nextdoor and go, I'm watching your videos, or thank you for your videos. And I go, what? You're watching those? So I'm hoping that this gives me, and it has, I've had several of these sales at local parks, and Parks and Recreation has been absolutely awesome about welcoming this. Law enforcement has been very, very, very supportive as well. They said, you know, we'd rather see you out in public setting up a little stand like this. And that's why we do it through the week, because we don't have to pay for a pavilion. Then doing it at your house and us reporting to a crime scene. So that's always a point. This morning I have done Bright Lights Swiss chard. Now I'm doing the kale. And I have got a lot of seeds to start. And I just thought I'd bring you guys along real quick. Nothing long here. And show you how you too might be able to earn a little extra money. You might be able to help others along the way with your own expertise, or learn from what we're doing. I'm making some more tags because I ran out of tags, had to go make some more for the Swiss chard that I have out of frame. And, you know, moving things over to where they'll be convenient to load up. And I've gone to the Dollar Tree and bought some little trays that I can put, I think it's 9 or 12 of these cups in. Trying to do everything as economically as possible, not to cut into your overhead, of course. I just wrote lacinato kale again. You'll hear my you might hear my chickens in the background. They're kind of over my shoulder back there. Usually they'll start singing and talking to me when they can see me. But this is just a short video to show you a little something something. We do grow organically. I do use AgriThrive once these come up a little bit, give them a little boost. But the potting mix that you're looking at is our own compost that I've done some videos on. The little stuff you're seeing in there is primarily eggshells and, you know, stuff like that. But that's about all I've got for you right now. Just wanted to bring you along and show you what I meant by a little side hustle, what I'm doing and why. And next week, next Wednesday, I would like to, and I don't think Marianne will have a problem with it, but I'm going to possibly set up the camera a little bit, do a little bit of recording of the actual sale, and introduce you to Sean and Marianne, and you might see some of our customers coming and going. I hope, if they don't mind being on camera. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry it's a little bit of a boring video. You're not getting to see too much, but I will lift you up, keeping the compost in this. Can turn around real slow so I don't make anybody dizzy. That's my big orchid. And let's see some of the seedlings I'm working with there. These are some sweet potato slips that I'm going to propagate out and get. There's water there. I'm trying to get those rooted for the sale as well. And right over here, again, I'll try to move you nice and slow. Got some passion vine over there that I've working on propagating for this as well. And way over there, I've got everything where it's, like I said, convenient to load up in the truck when the time comes. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every view. I appreciate each and every subscriber and viewer. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Let me know you are here. Talk to me. You're welcome to leave a comment. Welcome to talk to me about what I'm growing and why. And we will be back ASAP with starting to do some garden tours and showing you what's planted where and how we're doing some things. All right, thanks. Love ya. Appreciate you. Talk to you real soon.